So Jalen Brunson fouled out of game 5 with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, effectively taking Captain Clutch out of the game. And that all happened because he picked up 5 quick fouls in the third quarter. I've never seen that happen like that. I don't think that's ever happened to him in his career before. He was clearly upset, angry, and frustrated because he looked at the crowd, he smiled at them sarcastically, and gave them a wave. He was very angry. He did not want to get out of that game, and clearly he wanted to have an impact, a better impact than he was able to give for New York tonight. And the Knicks definitely needed our closer down the stretch against the Boston Celtics in game 5. I'm not sure if it would have made a big difference or if the Knicks would have been able to make a dent in that lead, but I know that having Captain Clutch is always better than not having him in clutch time when we need him the most. And the Knicks did not have access to him in the fourth quarter because he fouled out. Frustrating situation, obviously, for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, the fans, and everybody else involved. But after the game, Jalen Brunson spoke to the media about fouling out. Jalen Brunson was asked about how disappointed he was in his performance tonight. And he said, a lot. He then continues and he said, the Boston Celtics came out with a sense of urgency that the Knicks didn't have. And clearly, that's why they were able to take over in the third quarter. So we have to understand that there. First of all, shout out to New York Basketball on the app X for giving us the following information here. So Jalen Brunson had the following comments to say to Barbara Barker, who is a journalist with Newsday, about his third quarter performance, him picking up 5 fouls, and everything that went on in the second half.
Jalen, what about the third quarter? I mean, have you ever gotten 5 fouls in a quarter like that? And
5 fouls in one quarter?
yeah.
How much you want me to say that?
I mean, just how crazy was the quarter? I mean, I guess.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He would not even talk about or even discuss game 5, the third quarter, him picking up 5 fouls, him fouling out, anything like that. And the main reason he was not talking about that was because he knew if he said anything, he might have gotten fined because he might be critical of the referees or something else. So better off not saying anything at all. Just be quiet, keep your mouth shut, don't say anything, and just be better than the next game. And I think that's exactly what Jalen Brunson is going to do. I said it before, but let me say it again. Jalen Brunson, every time he struggles or has a bad game, he responds the next game in a monster way by having a great game on all fronts. And I expect the exact same response from Jalen Brunson for game 6 on Friday at home at MSG, giving those fans something to cheer for, because the Knicks now have an opportunity to close out the Boston Celtics in 6 at home, keeping home court advantage, using home court advantage to their advantage, using that MSG crowd as a 6-man, and hopefully closing out the Celtics and then getting some rest as they recover and wait to play the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. But obviously, we are not skipping steps. We don't want to move faster than we need to right now. We have to take care of the Boston Celtics. We have to eliminate them, get them off the table. Before we get back to today's show, I want to give a special thanks to today's sponsor, MyBookie. The NBA playoffs have officially begun. Whether you're cheering for the Knicks or you're watching any other series going on, MyBookie helps you score big on every three-pointer, every monster slam, and every buzzer beater. Place bets live as the action unfolds. And if you're feeling confident, MyBookie's quick cash out option lets you lock in your winnings early. If you're new to MyBookie, use promo code MM50 to instantly boost your first deposit. Deposit $50 get an extra 25 back. Deposit $100, get an extra 50 back. And when the playoffs are completed, MyBookie's casino gives you even more opportunities to win with slots, blackjack, roulette, and more. It never stops. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. And now, let's get back to the show. But Jalen Brunson will do better. I expect him to do better. And after those comments, after that sarcastic smile and wave, the Boston Celtics should be very, very worried right now. Jalen Brunson is about to go on a heater and have a legendary game 6. Something that we haven't seen ever before. We're about to see once Brunson takes that court for game 6. Because after everything he just said and that performance, I think that's the only thing left that we haven't seen in this postseason yet that we're waiting for, that we will see in game 6. But in order for that to happen, we're not only going to need to see the best performance from Jalen Brunson, we're going to need to see the best performance from Tom Thibodeau. His coaching, his adjustments or lack thereof was a problem in game 5. Allowing Jalen Brunson to stay out there for 5 straight fouls in the third quarter is coaching malpractice. You don't do that. You never, ever do that. You keep who you need to keep out there, but if something is forcing you to pull a player, you pull them. Tom Thibodeau pulled Jalen Brunson with 5 fouls in the third quarter, and then he fouls out because he can't play the way he wants to play in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes to go. I couldn't believe my eyes. And when that happened, I said it in the moment. I think I even tweeted it out. The Knicks have lost Captain Clutch when they need him the most. I don't understand how that entire situation even happened. How that third quarter collapse even happened in game 5. There were so many issues. And we just thought, why not add on to those issues by allowing Brunson to pick up 5 fouls and keep him out there anyways? It was the most frustrated I have been watching a Knicks game during this postseason. And I can't believe I'm saying that because there were a number of times against the Pistons I was equally as frustrated. But watching Captain Clutch not be there and foul out, yeah, that's going to be concerning. It's going to cause me to be a little disappointed and very, very frustrated. How could you do that? How could you allow Brunson to pick up 5 fouls and think it was okay? We need better from our coaching staff and our players, but especially from head coach Tom Thibodeau. That was one of the worst postseason mistakes of Tom Thibodeau's career. And I'll stand on that. You never leave your all-star, your superstar out there after he picks up 3 straight fouls. And he was allowed to stay out there for 2 more fouls. Make it make sense. You can't, because I can't make it make sense. And nobody on this planet is going to convince me otherwise. Horrible, horrible decision by Tom Thibodeau. But hopefully we can keep it in the rear view as the Knicks take care of business, close everything out in game 6, put this series behind us so we can finally move forward and look forward to exactly what is waiting for us in the Eastern Conference Finals. But first, we have to get there. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.